All glories to the all glories to the Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, so we can start now.
Right, Namam Vishnu Hare Krishna, Kristai Bhutale. Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityana Namaste Saraswati Devi. Gauravani Prachari Nirvisesa Sanyavadi. Pastatya Desa Charini. Gyana Timirandasya. Gyana Jana Salakaya Sakshulan Malikan Janatashmi. Sri Bharenam. Sri Chaitanya Mano Bishtam Savitam Jena Bhutale. Payam Rupa Kadama Himdarati Swapadantikam. Bande Sri Guru Sri Daparakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnava Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sri Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagat Kalita Sri Visakam Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinambandhu Jagat Gopisa Gopika Kanta Kanchana Gauri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhana Suti Devi Pranamami Hare Priyan Vanchakar Katarobhyascha Kripa Sundhya Vacha Patita Padilibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Isopanisad ki jai. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam.
How are you?
Fine.
Very good. So we continue our discussion. Sri Isopanisad Mantra 4. Ane jadi kam manasu jabiyo naina deva apnovan purvam asat tadavatunya atiti tishtat tasminapo Matari Swadadati. Although fixed in his abode, translation, in purport verse 4. Although fixed in his abode, the personality of Godhead is swifter than the mind and can overcome all others around it. The powerful demigods cannot approach him. Although in one sense, in one place, he controls those who supply the air and rain. He surpasses all in excellence. So mantra 4 explained that the Supreme Absolute is inconceivable to our normal intelligence. And only when we align ourselves to his will, we begin to understand him by his mercy. This is the gist of mantra 4. That the Supreme Absolute Personality of Godhead is inconceivable to our normal intelligence. And only when we align ourselves to his will do we begin to understand him by his mercy. The Supreme Lord is unsurpassable in all respects. That is Christian. He is unsurpassable in all respects. And a judge. The Lord is fixed in his abode, not shaking, not moving, and not fearing, not worrying, not disturbed. That is Christian position. And a judge. Akan, he is a one person among all entities with no equal or superior, and with the form full of knowledge. And also, Daviyo, he is swifter than the mind. Krishna is swifter than the mind. Of all the things that moves, living entities who can move, automobiles, the other entities like birds that can fly, the mind is the fastest. I know in some country like Japan, the train is very, very, very fast, almost close to a plane. Yes. Very fast. Faster than that is the mind. Our mind can get it can cover billions of kilometers in a moment. In a moment. That's how fast our mind is. But Isopanisad is telling you that Krishna is billions of times faster than the mind. Manasho Javiyo, he is swifter than the mind. Therefore, Lord Brahma said in Brahma Samhita that since time immemorial, the yogis have been trying to capture Krishna with the mind. They have failed. Why? Because Krishna is swifter, is faster than the mind. Therefore, how can they catch him? But Mother Yashoda caught Krishna. She caught Krishna, not only catching Krishna, she tied up Krishna. And Krishna cannot free himself. He can free everyone. So Krishna can free everyone and everything, but he cannot free himself. Because the rope that I should have used to bind Krishna cannot be manufactured by anyone, not even Brahma. Brahma cannot manufacture it. Yes. What is that rope? A rope of affection. She used the rope of affection to tie up Krishna. That's why Krishna couldn't free himself. So this is Krishna's position. Naina Deva Abnuvan Purvam Asat. Even the powerful demigods or senses that move quickly cannot approach it. Even demigods, they cannot approach it. Tadhavatonian Atieti to start. He surpasses all others who are running, though he is situated in one place because he is all pervading. That is inconceivable. Something which is stationary cannot move. And something which is movable cannot be stationary. But here, Isopanisad said the Krishna is stationed. At the same time, nobody can catch him. Yes, we saw in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Kalyavan. Kalyavan is a powerful demigod created by Gargamuni. Gargamuni created this demon, Kalyavan. Very powerful demon. Because he was taunted by his disciples. He was taunted by his disciples. So Gargamuni became very angry. So I will punish all of you. So he created the Kalyavan, the demon. Kalyavan, the demon. And as soon as the demon appeared, he asked, who are the most powerful people in the world I can fight with? I want to fight. Because he created him for that. Immediately he went to fight. And he said, among all of them, who is the most powerful? Krishna, their leader. How would I know who is Krishna? And the Mundi described perfectly about Krishna, described Krishna perfectly for him. So when he came to Dwarka, he immediately saw, yeah, this is the person befit the description given to me by Narada. He shouted, Krishna, I want to fight with you. Krishna didn't mind him. Krishna didn't mind him. Stand and fight. Krishna didn't look at him. Krishna was just moving. Krishna was walking. He was not running. But Kalyavan was running with the best of the strength in his body. He was running and sweating. But he was not catching Krishna. And Krishna was peacefully moving. He was not running. So we can understand that it is true that he surpasses all others who are running, though he is fixed in one place. He can run and he cannot run. Yes, that's inconceivable nature of Krishna. Not that he cannot run and he can be caught. No. If that happens, means he's not perfect. No, he's not Krishna. He is stationed in one place, and others can be running and running and running, but still they cannot get him. Even with the speed of their mind, they cannot. So Kalyavan couldn't get Krishna. He was shouting. The Krishna was not running, he was not shouting, but he was the one running and he was the one shouting. See, Krishna didn't mind him. So Krishna considered to be an abominable demon, so I should waste my time. Like when Kashirari was fighting Krishna, he created a demon to destroy the Yadavas. So when the demon came to Dakshinagni, when the Dakshinagni demon came to Dwarka, Krishna was really busy playing his chess, and he was enjoying that. He was very absorbed in playing that. He was enjoying it, he just wanted to dissolve his enjoyment. So when the citizens cry, Krishna, please protect us, please protect us, protect us, protect us. So Krishna looked and he saw the fiery demon coming, like he's burning the whole universe out of anger. So Krishna just, hey, don't worry, just keep quiet with it. Don't worry. Don't worry yourself. Be cool. And Christians tell you that, go and take care of this demon. I'm busy. I'm busy. Just go and take care of this demon. That is Krishna. That is Krishna. Yeah, and he should have chakra immediately he went. Kill the demon instantly. Yeah, he started to fight with this demon, Dakshinagni. And the demon could see that if he stands any longer, he's going to be killed. He would run. But he chased him. Kill the demon. Enter the city. Kill the Kashiras. Destroy the whole city. And he came back to Krishna. The work is done. Hare Krishna. The work is done. Finish. This is Krishna. Tasmin Ampo Maktadishwa Tadati. He controlled those who supply air and rain. The devtas. Krishna controls everyone. Those who are the controllers are controlled by Krishna, the supreme controller. So, Krishna is called Ishwar. Isha means what? So, Krishna puts the ability to eternally control. He has the power to eternally control everything. Everything. This is Krishna. He's fixed, yet swifter than the mind. Even powerful demigods cannot approach him. He controls all and surpasses all, yet nobody can control him. So Krishna is fixed in Goloka. And his activities, he's fully engaged in his pastimes in Goloka. Yes, he's all pervading by his inconceivable potency. That is Krishna. Yeah. That is Lord Krishna. Beyond mental speculation. So Krishna remained far away from the mental speculators. They can speculate, but still, Krishna is not there. There's somebody speculating. But Krishna is not there. But he can be known only by his devotees, whom he has shown his mercy. Only by his devotees whom he has shown his mercy. Yes. Try to understand the supreme, absolute person. The absolute truth is unlimitedly a person. It is ultimately a person. Therefore, this verse elaborately describes his personal features, namely, being the supreme, is the fastest, is a fearless person, is inconceivable, incomprehensible. He is the omniscient, the omnipresent, the omnipotent, and he is the source of all action. This is Krishna. He is the omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent Lord. Although situated in one place, a fire can distribute its light and heat for some distance. Similarly, although the Supreme Lord is fixed in his transcendental abode, Goloka, he can diffuse his energies everywhere impersonally and does not lose his personal existence. In Brahma Samhita 537. So I'll give an example before. The sun god has never complained of insufficient supply. Since time immemorial, he's been supplying light. He has never complained. although he's situated in one place, he has never complained of sort of energy. I've been supplying things. Even in this, even some country that they have a constant supply of light, like other countries. Countries that have a constant supply of light, they are sometimes they have to take off the light to do some repairs.
Yes.
But not some God. Some God would never say, oh, my dear, hello, brothers and sisters. Today I have to go off for 2 hours. Be aware. No, some God will never make such announcements. Never make such announcements. Never. He's always there. Neither the moon. Oh, today the
Maintenance issues.
yeah. So I cannot diffuse the moon, the light. No, excuse me. From work week, 1 week I'm sick. You will not be able to see me. No, that does not exist. They're always present because Christian is supplying everything. And also, we see in this matter where people when they are disappointed or discouraged by some musical activity, they will stop supply. But Christian being the supreme is going to spend in the future. So he's always our well-wisher tenant, and he constantly supply our needs, even to us who are some of us are ungrateful. Christian still maintain us. Just see Christian's position. So magnanimous. He's such a great person. Christian's energies, eternal potency, the spiritual sky, the kingdom of God. Marginal persons who living entities, jivas, including human beings and demigods. It's an energy in the material world, Maya. So perfect knowledge means to know the Lord in all his features, his potencies, and how they work by his will, as described in this Isopanisad. Yes. And their origin. But Krishna is our origin. He is the origin of everything. This is Krishna. He is unlimited. Yes. No one can know him fully. Why? Because he's unlimited. How to know transcendence from the Lord himself, the source of the Vedas, can know only when he reveals himself by his energy, by his mercy. When Krishna shows us mercy, we can understand him. Without the mercy of Krishna, we cannot understand him. By his mercy only, we will understand the supreme. It is therefore it is very important for us to play our part. What is that? Designated for us by the Lord. What has been assigned to us by the Lord? Let us do that. How? It's salvation conception. Salvation conception. That is how we can do our part. All power comes from him only. Each power must be utilized to execute his will. He is a source. Develop perfect knowledge. By understanding his three futures, importances, we will understand him and yes, become perfect in our Krishna consciousness. The eternal energy of Krishna is in 3 ways: Sambit, Sandini, Ladini. Yes. And this is manifested in the spiritual sky, where the kingdom of God is located. That is where it is manifested. Yeah. The external energy of Krishna, the material energy, Maya, is the three Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva. All right. This is what you get in mantra 4. Let's go to mantra 5. Mantra 5. So secret mathematical dictionary. We'll go to mantra 5. Except with this question. Do you have a question in mantra 4? Then we can go to 5. All right, mantra 5. Tad ejati tan naijati. Tad dure tad u antike. Tadantara asya sarvasha. Tadu sarvasha shyabahyata. Translation and purport. The Supreme Lord works and he does not work. He is far away, but he is very, very, very near as well. He is within everything, and yet he is outside of everything. It's another inconceivable demonstration of Krishna. Inconceivable nature of Krishna. Mantra 5 continues to describe that the Lord has inconceivable potencies, and these potencies render him unknowable to those whom he does not favor. Yes, as we're saying in mantra 4. Only if Krishna shows his mercy, and we can know him. And we know him proportionate to our level of surrender. Even materially speaking, the more closer you are to the person, the better understanding you have of that person. So, like the sky, the birds are going to fly according to their strength. So we will know Krishna according to the level of our surrender to him. That is how much knowledge we have about Krishna. You see, pure devotees who are very deep in love with him, like Courseunit was saying. Sohrida Banda. One who is bound up with love for Krishna, with love, affection for Krishna. But Yashoda bound of Krishna also, tied up with love of affection. So those who are tied up with love of affection for Krishna, they will know better the position of Krishna. Krishna will reveal himself to us according to how much we are surrendered, how much love we have, how close we are to him. So it is not a contradiction, but it looks contradictory because the Lord moves and does not move also. Yes, as you said before, something that can move, you cannot say it is stationary, and something which is stationary, you cannot say it is movable. But in Krishna, it is both. That is how Krishna is complete. It's complete. In the material world here, if you are shorter than me, I'm taller than you, right? But we don't see someone who is taller than you and shorter than you. It's always opposite. But Krishna is the tallest and is the shortest. That is Krishna. And that is his difference. Some of the qualities he has to make a difference. So contradictory qualities of the Lord, contradictory, seemingly. It is seeming contradiction or apparent contradiction. There is no contradiction. Because this demonstrates Christ's inconceivable potential, power, nature. Third Dhira, third and decay, he is far away and he's very near as well. Very, very near as well. Even we also have experience of that. If you look very carefully, you'll see that the person you love very much, the person is very far distant place. You'll be very, very close to the person in the mind. While you're sitting with the person you don't like and you don't see the person. You can sit there thinking of somebody you love very much. And the person will feel that. Yeah, this person is thinking pretty much about me. You can feel it. Is it not? And you're very close with the person. I say, you're sitting here seeing the person face to face. We don't see the person. The person doesn't exist for you. You have no relationship with the person. The person doesn't exist. At the same time, you're very intimately connected with somebody who is thousands of kilometers away, physically. So internally, you're connected. What about the Supreme Lord, who has given us this minute potency that we have that we can experience? One who has it in unlimited nature. What do you expect from him? He can do inconceivable times because that is his nature. Yes. Tat antara asya sarvasya. Tatu sarvasya sya bhahyata. He is within everything. Antar asya. Tat antara asya. He is within everything. And what? Bhahyata. He is also outside of everything. He is all pervading. This is Krishna. He's inside and outside. You sing like that for the singer. Bahirendra Singha, Hridayendra Singha. Bahirendra Singha. The singer is inside and also outside. To do what? To give us protection. That is Krishna. It's Krishna. He's inside and outside. The same you see, we are even talking of Krishna very far away. There are airs inside the body, there are air also inside the body. As you see, a yogi who knows the science, he can connect the air inside and the air outside in the fire. So yogi can burn his body into acid without using water. Because he knows how to do, the science. The air outside, inside the body is 10. Then the air outside. He connected fire. And all these energies come from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the knowledge to do this also comes from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So how do we resolve it? Resolving contradiction. Our limited knowledge cannot accommodate the contradictions mentioned in this verse. But all contradictions are resolved when we consider the inconceivable potencies, Atintya Shakti of the Supreme Lord. Yes, inconceivable potencies. Without such inconceivable potency, there is no meaning to the word Supreme Lord. Yes. Yes. Otherwise, what is the difference? I can give an example. If you are taller than me, you cannot be shorter than me. If I'm taller than you, I cannot be shorter than you. So we are one-sided, but Krishna is both sides. That is the difference. It makes him different. He is a supreme person. That's the meaning. He is simultaneously personal and impersonal, depending on the consciousness of the people who approach him. Very nice. Yeah. Krishna walks, does not walk. Far away, very near, within, and without. Yeah. This is Krishna. Krishna is far away. He lives in a spiritual world, performing his leaders. beyond the limit of the vast material sky. Yes, that is Krishna. The Brahma confirmed that. 537, which were referred to in the past, in the previous meeting. Goloka Evan Devasati Yakala Atma Bhuta. That's Goloka. Krishna is in Goloka, and this is far away, very far away. And he will travel from any corner, offer him something, he will take it. He will take it. It's not going to take him time to do that. Take it immediately. Means what? He's very close to us, very, very close. So we can make Krishna far distant from us, or we can make Krishna very close to us, depending on our consciousness. Just like we can be very close to a friend who is thousands of kilometers away, at the same time, we're very distant from a person who is sitting very, very close to us. That is why civilized people said, two lovers, they can lie on the stick of a broom comfortably. Yes, the stick of a broom can contain them perfectly when there is love. That is what is bound of affection. Comfortably, no complaint. No complaint. At the same time, the whole kingdom cannot contain enemies. Two enemies cannot live in one country. Two enemies cannot live. Yes. So how we love Krishna will show how close Krishna is to us, or how close we are to Krishna. And how much we hate Krishna will determine the distance that exists between us and Krishna. So devotee Krishna are very close with the bond of love. The bond. Very close. Very, very tight. Krishna is locked up in the heart of the devotee. The devotee locked up Krishna in the heart. Very, very close. Very, very close. Very intimate. That is devotee. That's how you have a relationship with Krishna. Yeah, Krishna really, super soul is closest to us. Can within a second descend before us. In Chaitanya Bhagavad, Krishna told Srivas Pandit. One day, Sriva, do you remember? Do you remember that day you went to hear Bhagavatam from Devana Pandit? And because you are pure devotee, every syllable of Bhagavatam is full of nectar, every syllable. And when you were hearing that, you couldn't control yourself, you fell in ecstasy, you were crying, you said with tears of love, and after a while, you became unconscious. The students of Devanand Pandit, who are very dry, empty people, they are not devotees, they couldn't appreciate the pure love of Krishna. So look at each other and said, brothers, this fellow cannot allow us to learn anything. How are we going to control this? And together, they took you and dropped you in the street. When you regain consciousness and saw yourself thrown in the street, you were very, very disturbed in your mind and went back to your house, very disturbed. And you decided never to go there again to hear Bhagavad. Because of this, I decided from Goloka, I came right from the Goloka to you and reviewed the Bhagavatam to you. You don't have to go and hear Bhagavatam anywhere. Bhagavatam is side. Do you remember that day? Do you remember that day when this happened to you? I did. I came to teach you the Bhagavatam. I reviewed the Bhagavatam to you. How long did it take Krishna to hear? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 100 years? A moment. Krishna, he said, I came from Vaikuntha to meet you, to do this. Krishna said that, yeah, he came from Vaikuntha to come and review, to come and teach Bhagavatam to see what. that you don't have to go anywhere to learn Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam resides in you. I revealed the Bhagavatam to you. Krishna did this. So Krishna did this to you. But he did not do that to Devanand Pandit and his followers. He didn't do that. He did only to his devotee, his pure devotee. So Krishna is very far. I said him very, very, very near. He's the closest person. The same experience. In the 11th canto of Bhagavatam, we heard of a Pingala the prostitute. Pingala the prostitute. One day, her fortunate day, she was standing waiting for the customer the whole night, and no man approached her. So late in the morning, she had to return back to her house. Once she returned back and was thinking deeply about that unfortunate day, then she came to realize, just look, the closest person to me with the super soul, I never pay attention to him. See how we distance ourselves from Krishna. Some of us will have come very close to Krishna, very, very close. At the same time, we are very far away from Krishna. Krishna is very, very close. He's the closest person to us. Look in our hearts. What is the distance between us and Krishna, the super soul? What is the distance? What is the distance between us and the super soul? The heart, the jiva and the super soul. So what is the distance between them?
No distance. Inside.
Kumaradas. What is the distance between you and the super soul? How far? What is the distance? The super soul and the Paramatma. What is and the jiva? What is the distance?
It's that the Paratma is not. It has everywhere. So
in the heart, super soul and the jivatma are sitting there. What is the distance between the within there in the heart? What is the difference? What is the distance?
But the distance. There's this. There's one.
So there's one place. There's no distance, but so why are we not seeing him? Very, very close, but why are we not seeing him? Why some of us are not seeing? I'm not seeing. So what is my problem that I'm not seeing? I did. The person is the closest person to me. I'm not seeing, but I'm seeing so many other things. These are very, very, very distant. So Pingala realized this. The closest person to me, I abandoned. And I'm looking at these temporary Paris people who will change at any moment. But the person who is the most closest person, the super soul, you don't realize this is my misfortune. So Pingala, he was able to realize the super soul. And that was the last day of her material existence. The last day of realizing material existence. First, material existence sees, and now she can see the super soul, Lord Krishna, directly. And that was the end of her material existence. So similarly, we can take this lesson from Isopanisad and perfect our life. And go back to God. Krishna is within everything. He can appear at any place to favor his devotees. like the Senghead, appeared from the pillar, has entered their me within the universe, and also within each and every atom. So Krishna is what? The witness, he witnesses everything of everyone because he's very, very close to us. So he sees everything. And therefore he awards our karma for the result of our activities, the fruit of our activities. Krishna rewards. Anumanta Upadrasta. Krishna witnesses everything that we do, and also he gives permission based on and witnesses. He has everything in his Virat form. He's everything. He's outside. Everything in his Virat form. What is Krishna? Is Krishna illogical? Krishna. Now, ordinarily, if someone can walk, it is illogical to say he cannot walk. But in Krishna, such a contradiction simply serves to indicate his inconceivable power. This Prabhupada says the purpose. God is not illogical, but translogical, beyond the mundane logic, as is explained by Jiva Goswami in the Sandarbhas. Logic can neither prove nor disprove the existence of God. Yes, that's true. Logic can help us understand the subject matter to a certain extent, but not fully understand it. That too, because there is no science inside. Science has to come inside to prove everything. Logic doesn't help us experience and realize the reality. It can give us a common sense of understanding, but not a physical basis to prove everything logically. Yes. So, the location is supreme personality of God. Is inconceivable, as he is demonstrating it here. He is demonstrating it right before our eyes. Therefore, we have to accept for Krishna's position. Seeing by following the authority. Anupasha. Yes. Text 6, mantra 6. We'll go to mantra 6. Change that mantra. Just to Sarvani Bhutani, Atmani Evanu Pashyati, Sarva Bhute Sucharmanam, Tatona Vijugupsate. He who sees everything in relation to the Supreme Lord, who sees all living entities as his parts and parcels, and who sees the Supreme Lord within everything, never hates anything or anything. Yes. The vision of oneness. Mantra 6 describes the vision of one who can see Krishna everywhere. Yes. One who can see Krishna everywhere. Never hate any being or anything. That is a quality. He never He never hates anything for any being. That's a vision of a person who sees Krishna. He never hates anything. Because he sees everything in relation to Krishna. A liberated soul sees Krishna everywhere. Just two sarvani Buddha Anya Atmani Evanupashati. One who systematically sees everyone and everything in relation to the Supreme Lord. Sarva Bhutishu Chatmanam, and who sees the Supreme Lord within everything. Tatona Viju Good Sate. Never hate nor criticize anyone or anything. It's a powerful vision of the pure divinity. In Gita chapter 6, text 30, you see this 6:8. The devotee of Krishna. So we'll look at different devotees, categories of devotees, and how we develop the spiritual vision. Because there are two separate things, hatred and love are opposite. Hatred and love is opposite. Unless one is devoid of hatred, one cannot attain love. That is sure. In Mahabharata, a great devotee sees everything in relation to the Supreme Lord. And thus he has no object of hatred. Such a person easily attains love of God. That's sure. Devotees are three categories, namely Kanistha Adhikari, neophyte devotee, Madhyam Bhakta, intermediate, and Uttam Bhakta, the topmost. The lowest stage, Kanistha devotee, he visits the place of worship. He visits the places of worship, the temple. Neophyte, Kanistha. You go to the temple, visit place of worship. He sees that Lord Krishna is present only in the temple, not outside the temple, not in the body of other entities. You only see Krishna to be in the temple. Cannot ascertain others' position, follow routine, he quarrel, and is materialistic. These are the qualities of Kanistha Bhakta. He's on the lowest stage. As he visits the places of worship, visit place of worship. You can go to Durga, you can go to Sani, you can go to Chandi, you can go to Manasa, you can go to Durga, Ganesh, Surya. You go everywhere. Go to Krishna temple also. What is his vision? They all the same. They all the same. I doesn't see Krishna to be outside the temple and any beings. Lord present only there. Cannot ascertain others' position. He doesn't see devotees as important. Ask him or her to do some service in the temple, will not do it. Kanistha. You're not attracted to service. And whatever he does, everything is routine. There is no improvisation. He cannot improvise anything given to him. Just remain in one myopic understanding situation. He cannot improve anything. just maintain the same thing on and on and on and on and on, just like that, mechanical. Easily quarrel with others. And very materialistic. Materialistic, whatever, any service he does wants some reward from it. Either glorification or some physical remuneration. That's a canister. Madhyam Adhikari, intermediate stage, distinguishes 4 categories. He sees the Supreme Lord. He sees the devotees. He sees those who are innocent. And he sees the atheists. The atheists will avoid them as much as possible, avoid them, the atheists. In addition, you show some compassion. How does he show compassion? By teaching them Krishna consciousness. The devotees, friendship. It doesn't show up. No friends. The devotees. And the Lord for Krishna, he loves Krishna. You cannot take his faith in Krishna. You cannot take his love for Krishna. His faith in Krishna is fixed. We discuss about faith in this one. And the other is fixed. You cannot take it away. Whatever happened to him, his faith in Krishna will not change. It remain fixed. That is for he sees the innocent, they see the atheist. The innocent will show compassion by giving Krishna consciousness, encourage them in many ways. The devotees, they are friends, it's a show of friendship. He doesn't try to compete. For the Lord, yeah, he has love. And that love is fixed. And then we have the Uttama Adhikari. Uttama Adhikari is the highest stage. Uttama Adhikari sees everything in relation to the Lord. Doesn't discriminate. Good and bad. He tries to do good. His spiritual spark in every living entity. And you know that spiritual, so this is bad, this is black, this is white, this is tall, this is short. This is poor, which doesn't see that. He deals with everyone equally. He sees everything in relation to Krishna. So he's on the highest stage. These are the 3 categories of devotees. Yeah. Yes. Anupashati, Krishna used the word. Shambhu Amanu, he used the word Anupashati. Anu means to follow. And Pashati means to observe. This means that one must learn to see things by hearing and following the chariot. This is Anupashati. Anupashati. And Harinamanu Kirtana, we should chant the holy name of Krishna, following the footsteps of the chariot. So we see through the vision of those who can see. That is our fortune. That's our position. That's our connection. Seeing through hearing. One cannot see anything properly with material naked eyes unless one has heard from a superior source, and the highest source is the Vedic wisdom, coming in disciplic succession through the Lord, Brahma, Narada, Vyasadeva, etc. This is seeing. This is seeing by following the authority. Shruti Dharas. People in earlier ages are intelligent with subtle memories. Shruti Dharas. To follow the Vedas simply by hearing them one from you without recording. No one can reach any conclusion without receiving instructions of the Vedas. Upanishad, Vedanta Sutta, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Through the disciplic succession of Vyasadeva. Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam are natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. So they are the most important scriptures, and any commentary that they contradict their principle is unauthorized and should be avoided by all means. Should be avoided by all means. Any authority, any scripture which is not, any commentary, anything which is not connected with the teachings of Vyasadeva is not authorized. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is chastised. A devotee had come to meet him. My Lord, I want you to hear the commentary I have. Bhagavatam. No, Krishna, Chaitanya is not interested in all this. He's not interested, not in this. Never interested in all these bogus, useless things. Devotee doesn't write books out of a scholarship. They don't write books because they want to show or they want to compete. The devotee, they don't do that. Chaitanya, he told his spiritual master, Ishwara Puri, and Ishwara Puri gave him his book. Please, you are a big scholar, a great devotee. Please, check this book I have written and see some fault in it, so I can adjust everything. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the devotees' writing is expression of their pure love for Krishna. Therefore, they cannot be mistaken their writing. This is devotee mood. This is the answer Chaitanya gave. Devotee cannot be fault here. So devotee does not make money. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear master, there's nothing to be corrected here. So anyway, that one like that. So when this devotee came to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he was requesting the Lord to kindly hear, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were not interested. And to make the matter worse, he said, my dear Lord, you will see that the commentary I have given here, it does not have to do with anything from Siddhara Swami. This is my own reduction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very angry. You cannot do anything without the mercy of Siddhara Swami. Any person who has commented on a book without taking the shelter, without following the footsteps of Siddhara Swami, I consider that person to be a prostitute. You get out. It is not a principle for Westerners. So get out. Anything that is outside Siddhara Swami, I have no interest. It is useless. He drove him away. Go. Nonsense. So, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam are natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, are the most important scriptures. And any commentary that contradicts their principle is unauthorized, bogus, useless. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'm sure you had Dr. Krishna Prabhu saying that it's Atayatra here, and they are waiting for him.
Yes, Maharaj.
So if you permit me, I would like to go and purify myself. Sure. Yes, I have to go and purify myself in the situation of devotees or the Supreme Lord. Who can afford to miss such opportunity?
Thank you very much, Maharaj. And I didn't Prabhu. Unmute. And I didn't.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sorry, I didn't see your hand also.
Yeah,
Yes.
I said to offer my humble obeisance.
Thank you.
So, Maharaj, I have a small question.
Please, ask a question. Go ahead.
My question is, when we say the Lord Sadakas as a practicing believer, to understand, then we can call ourselves a successful devotee. I don't know if my question is clear.
Maybe you should
need to
repeat
repeat
because the line was breaking.
Your line was breaking. Repeat again.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
And the next one is okay. My question is, what
Your network is really, really poor. We can't
we
hear
say
you.
the Lord is inconceivable as a practice? What else can we endeavor?
Can you type the question? Can you type? We're not hearing you. Nadini Danam. Nadini Danam, probably we cannot hear you. Maharaj has to go now. Maybe you can type your question in your group, and then when Maharaj comes tomorrow,
Yes.
respond to your question. Because Maharaj has to go now for Ratha Yatra. So unfortunate.
I changed the network. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
You can ask the question tomorrow.
I changed the network now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Just type the question and the Maharaj will answer you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
We'll take note of the question and Maharaj will answer. My only unfortunate situation is that I don't have the potency like the Lord, even though I'm part of the Lord. So I can be here and there at the same time. So I can also purify myself.
No, you can do it from the mind. We just talk about it now. Yeah, you can hear with the mind fully. And yes, you get everything, even better than those who are physically present.
Okay,
Yes.
Maharaj, I'll try.
Yes,
So
we'll try.
Let us all admit ourselves. Let's loudly chant a powerful Hare Krishna mantra to appreciate Maharaj for his time. Giving this. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare.
Chakarpatarubhyas, Chakripas and Dubhyas.
Pranam Pavani
Vaishnavas Namo.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Damodara Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Bhakti